Yo, how y'all doing today? I took Usdjpy longs today, and obviously, as you can see, it didn't hit. And yeah, it's my recap for that. So if we go to the 15-minute time frame, uh, I didn't really mark much out on the London session just because it's just like a little zone that we were trading in, which we barely broke out of. So, and it's just a lot of clumpy price action that I didn't really see a point of. And the high and the low of Asia session. I mean, not Asia session. The high and the low of London session all got took out by London session. So I just didn't really see a point of marking it out. All right. If we see New York session, you can see the high of London session barely got took out, and we got an immediate reaction towards the downside through that. So yeah, that happened, and we have the New York low right here. If we go into the 1 minute time frame, so price actually did like it swept out this low, this New York low right here. We got a rise out of it. We invalidated this fair value gap. But the one mistake that I did was I didn't wait for price to react to this fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap right here. As you can see, I entered right on the next candle of that, and I got stopped out. All right. So in my mind, if we already took out the New York low and we have no other big time frame highs and lows to take out, I just imagine that we would take out the New York high, right? But the one thing that I really didn't take into consideration, I mean, I took it into consideration, but I didn't really think about it for too long, was that we're in like an economic volatile period right now. One of like the highest economic volatile periods of all time. We're leaning towards the downside more and more because of these tariffs that Trump has imposed and because of this global trade war with China. And I didn't really think about that. But yeah, that's just one thing that I neglected to think about, and it sort of bit me. And if I'm trading in these volatile conditions and I'm trading in these conditions where it's very hard to form a bias, one thing when I do find my bias, I should be like completely sure, like check off all the boxes on the checklist before I enter a trade, which I really didn't. Right, I didn't wait for the second fair value gap. I didn't wait for price to react to this high. There's so many take profits up here, so I should have really waited for that. I sort of like just like watered into the trade like it was a normal trading day, which is my mistake, and that's one thing that I want y'all to take a lesson from. But that's really it. I'm gonna stay more consistent with this. But a lot of times these days, I'm not really taking a trade on the Asia session because all these like setups, they're not like the best setups, and there's like so much high impact news with these tariffs and global trade wars that I'm not really finding the best setups. I just feel like it's just me throwing money out there and hoping that it'll hit. So that's why I've been a little less consistent now. But from now, I'm still going to do like a daily trade recap, even if I didn't take a trade for the day, just to show y'all how I perceive the market for the day. Anyways, appreciate y'all. Have a good day. I'll be back tomorrow.